In this video, I'm going to break down and show you firsthand where the hidden advantage is in certain size prop firm accounts across prop firms. This is something that I wasn't aware of early on, but once I realized and actually made the switch early on, it really helped me out in my trading. Now, this isn't going to be a one-size-fits-all for everybody. You might prefer a different size account, but I'm going to show you some undisputable facts of where some advantages lay when it comes down to max loss limit, to profit target, what you have to actually do to get paid out, and then the percent of the profit that you turn that you're able to take out in a payout. Before we get started, guys, important for me to note, I am partnered and affiliated with Top 1 Futures. I can't stand to be unbiased. If I stand to make money, I'm going to show you multiple prop firms in this video, but important for me to note that if you want to check out one of the best deals on the market right now, in my humble biased opinion, check out Top 1 Futures, use code RDF. It gets you the best deal, better than what's on the site, in any of the promotions, in the emails. I'm happy to be partnered with those guys and bring that right to you. Code RDF right now is 55% off. You're going to see it shows 50% on the site. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So I'm here on the Top 1 Futures site. This is the homepage, and we're going to take a look at the different instant funded account sizes. I'm not just talking about whether account is more expensive or less expensive. I'm talking about what is the max loss limit for that account size and how much money do you have to put up in the account in order to take a payout. We're going to look at Tradeify and Topstep as well, because this is actually consistent across most prop firms, but these are obviously some big names in the space. We're going to take a look at these. Top 1 Futures and Tradeify being instant funded, and Topstep being a challenge eval style account before you get into a funded account. But they all have this same piece consistent, which I think is really important to note and can be very helpful if you're making a decision to attempt to trade with prop firms. So let's check this out. If we look at the instant funded, this is the standard instant funded end of day trailing drawdown account with Top 1 Futures. This is actually similar in the straight to funded Sim Pro, but for this example, we're just going to look at the instant funded. Here's our max loss limit. This is a trailing max loss limit that trails end of day. So this number right here, outside of the account size, this is really our working capital, right? This is the end point where if we go down $2,000 in the 50K account, we are done. They take you out of the account, that's it. So this is really our working risk capital. Take a look at the number in the 150K. The account size triples from 50K to 150K, but that max loss limit does not triple. What do you have to do? How much money do you have to put up in the 50K in order to take a payout? The number is 3,000. And we can actually take a look at this in a second on the frequently asked questions page, in the frequently asked questions page, just to confirm this. You have to put up $3,000 on this $2,000 max loss limit in order to take $2,500 out. That's your max payout from that 50K account. In the 150K account, although the account size triples, your max loss limit doesn't triple. But guess what? You have to put up $9,000 in that 150K account in order to take out $3,500. So think about how that differs. You have to put up 1.5 times your max loss limit in the 50K account. Meanwhile, you have to put up 2 times your max loss limit in the 150K account before you can take a payout. And when you look at the amount that you stand to withdraw when you've hit that profit target, how much more percent is on the 50K, right? So we've put up $3,000 in a 50K. We're able to take out $2,500. That's over 80% of the profit that we put up if we hit the consistency rule, if we don't violate anything else, right? Obviously, we're just looking at a couple specific pieces here, but of course, you do have to trade along with all of the other rules in the accounts, right? If you put up $9,000 in the 150K, you're taking out $3,500. A much smaller percent, right? Closer to 1/3 of that total profit. Now, this is a really important piece for a lot of traders to understand. I encourage you to ask a question down below if this is not really resonating with you. But the max loss limit to profit target ratio is better, much better in the 50K than it is in the 150K across prop firms. Now, there's certain obvious advantages with the 150K. There's a reason that the largest size account are so popular, right? And I will tell you, although in the beginning I said I did swap to 50Ks early on, it did help me out. Right now, I'm trading the 150Ks. You have more room to work overall in the 150K account. You have more than double that max loss limit. The futures markets are very volatile. We're trading minis or micros if you want to size down, but if you're trading minis, $2,000 on the smaller account size might not give you a lot of room to work. So that is an important note, right? You might be someone that wants to only trade minis. You want to give yourself a lot of room to work throughout the day. $2,000 is restrictive. It is much smaller. So it's important to note that one account is not objectively easier or harder to make it to a payout. It's just important to note these ratios, right? Along with that, you're able to take out more overall in the 150K account, right? $1,000 more per payout. So if you're someone that is confident in their trading and that you say, what is the best option? I want to take out the most per payout. The 150K account is going to give you $1,000 more per account per payout. Remember, you can copy trade these. So obviously there is an advantage there. When you look at the dollar amount, how much these accounts cost on Top 1 futures, this is a little unique because at Topstep, the account sizes do increase, the prices of the account do increase relative to the account size. It's not that much more when you're looking at going from the 50K to the 150K, right? So there is a question, how much money am I paying per dollar of max loss limit, right? But again, I think a really important note is on this ratio of max loss limit to profit target, right? How much do you stand to lose versus how much do you have to make? And then how much are you able to take out of how much you just made? So again, I'm just going to confirm this with you guys so you can take a look. This is on the frequently asked questions page for Top 1 futures. You can see first payout, the profit is 6% profit, achieve 6% profit on your starting balance, right? So again, we're looking at $3,000 in the 50K, $9,000 in the 150K that I'm talking about on these two accounts. The second and third payout with the instant funded accounts does drop. You go to 5% and 4%. Then that part does actually, come down a little bit. Gets easier to take a payout. But again, important to note that difference. So if we take a look at this on Tradeify, right? This is Tradeify's website. Again, not partnered or affiliated with Tradeify. Not making a recommendation here, but I'm showing you that this is consistent across prop firms. If we take a look at the 50K account, again, you have a trailing max loss limit of $2,000 in the 50K. You have a trailing max drawdown in the 150K of $6,000. So this one is wider. We're going to come over to Topstep in a minute. This one is wider here. But if you take a look at how much you have to put up in these accounts versus how much you stand to withdraw, you're looking to put up $3,000 in the 50K and $9,000 in the 150K. And then what is the maximum amount you're able to take out of that account? The 50K is just $2,000. The 150K is $3,000. So actually both of these are less than the max payout, the first max payout from Top 1 futures. But if you look again just at the ratio relative to how much money you had to put up, putting up $3,000 in the 50K allows you to take out a $2,000 payout. The 150K, putting up $9,000, you're only taking out $3,000. So the percent of that money that you have to put up relative to what you're able to take out is much lower in the larger account. Again, more room to work, different advantages, larger size that you're able to trade, a number of other differences, right? Outside of just the price difference itself on the account. But important to note this stuff. Coming over here, last but not least, looking at Topstep, and this is really similar again across the board. Back to the $4,500 max loss limit on the 150K, having to put up $9,000. Now, this is just to pass the combine. $2,000 on the 50K, putting up $3,000, right? Take a look at the price of the account. The 150K is triple the price of the account. You do not have triple the max loss limit, right? You're looking at $2,000 to $4,500. This is not $6,000 over here. You still have to put up triple that profit target. Now, Topstep is, of course, a little bit different. Once you get into the funded account, you're able to take out 50% of the amount that you put up in the funded account if you hit all of the other parameters, right? Passing the combine, getting into the funded account, having $5 $200 green days. So again, guys, I think really interesting to note this stuff. I think it's important when you're considering different prop firms to really take a look. Don't just look at what the account size is and how much money it is. Don't just look at the max loss limit. Don't look at just how much you need to put up to take a payout. What's that max payout look like for the first payout, right? How much is that profit target relative to the max loss limit? And what is that price for the entire account? I think if you compare a lot of this stuff, you will find Top 1 Futures has an awesome opportunity. Price, max loss limit, what you have to do to get paid out, the consistency rule that's in place, the no scaling plan, really, really solid. Again, I'm biased, I'm partnered, I'm affiliated. If you want to check these guys out, code RDF gets you the best deal. I will show you these real quick, which are a pretty wild price looking at them. Again, code RDF is actually going to get you a better price than what you're seeing right here on the screen. $50,000 account, $2,000 max loss limit with that $3,000 profit target, you're looking at less than $175 with code RDF because you actually get another 5% off. Again, these accounts are different. These are the straight to funded Sim Pro accounts. But you also have the 150K that does have that wider max loss limit, giving you that better max loss limit to profit target ratio. These are different accounts. These are end of day trailing drawdown. These are intraday trailing drawdown accounts. They have an equity stability score, so these are different. That's why I went over the instant funded, which is more comparable to these standard straight to funded account models that you see across firms, and looking at what you would look at if you're trading in a Topstep combine with an end of day trailing drawdown. So again, guys, I think this can be really helpful. I don't see a ton of traders talk about it. Many guys know about this, guys and girls know about this, but I think it can be really helpful and eye-opening as you're comparing against different prop firms, but certainly across prop firms and different account sizes. Take a look at that max loss limit. Take a look at what you have to do, how much money you have to put up to actually take a payout, and then how much of that profit are you able to get paid on. If you guys want to find more videos like this, smash like, smash subscribe. I also trade live here on YouTube almost every damn day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 100% free. And I run a 100% free trading Discord, not a VIP feeder program or a course I'm trying to sell you. I do yap about the companies that I'm partnered with because I think they're solid opportunities, but I stand to make money there. Important for me to note, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing you see or hear from me here or anywhere else is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. Trading's risky. Most traders lose money. If you trade, even with prop firms, you're probably going to lose all or more of the money that you intend to trade with. Do your own research. Make your own trading decisions. Guys, come to these sites. Go to the top up here, hit the frequently asked questions page, and read through these frequently asked questions. This is the same on Tradeify, on Topstep. Read through the frequently asked questions. Very important. Understand all the rules. If you have questions, reach out to somebody, reach out to me, reach out to their support team. We'll try to help you out. Along with that, guys, read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content, like Top 1 Futures, code RDF, and others. Talk to you guys soon. See you trading live on YouTube.